in this room. I have not spent much time in this room over the last couple weeks because of the store stuff, but I'm back. We're back to normal, back to the usual schedule. Well, for the most part for me. Normally there's a slight delay on the vlogs just so I can film on certain days and edit on certain days. So I'll have to reestablish that backlog. So there'll be a little extra work for me this week. Like I'll have to film an extra vlog on the weekend. And for example, this vlog is gonna have to go up tomorrow, so I have to edit it tonight. So that's gonna shorten my vlogging window, but. And today it is already 1 o'clock. When I was packaging, I was on this schedule of late nights and late mornings, and I'm still on that. I'm trying to recover. But this morning when my alarms went off, I was like, nope. So yeah, I don't know. I'll spend this week gradually waking up earlier and earlier till I'm back to my normal wake up time. And then I was doing some housework this morning, just trying to catch up on things. There's still so much more to do, but I'll just chip away at it, you know? I mean, it's never ending. There's always stuff to do. But I need to do things like deep cleaning. The kitchen's just nasty. It really needs a deep cleaning, so I kind of got started on that, but just partially, and vacuumed the house and stuff, and yeah. Anyway, now we're on to painting, which I'm very excited for because I started this forever ago. I haven't touched this in a very long time. So I'm gonna work on it some more today, and later I'm gonna go tidy up the warehouse, so I'll vlog that too, but that's really all I have planned for the rest of the day. Painting and warehouse cleaning. Bring over the painting cart. This thing has seriously been the best for painting because I just wheel it over and I've got all my stuff right there. Other than the painting and the easel. Probably use a new sheet of this. A couple big blobs on there. No, a waste. This can go in my jar. I just got a mouthful of the smell. Smell it and taste it. It's like, I mean, it smells like oil, but it's kind of like Silly Putty meets wax crayons. I think my brushes have recovered. There was one point where I was intending to go back to the oil painting before the store update, and I didn't end up having time, and I had left my brushes dirty, and so the oil paint had dried onto them, or at least like mostly dried, so I had to give these a deep cleaning. I think they're all good though. Nice and soft. You know when they dry they're a little crusty, but you just go and they're nice and soft. So yeah, there's those. I have my SpongeBob cup with brushes too. But I like to keep the ones I'm actively using separate, just because I know these are the ones that have been sort of my faves for this painting. And then of course, the safflower oil. I might get a different container for this because the way I originally planned this is I have a little plastic grate in there, and it's so that I could clean brushes as I go using this. But I really only end up using this for when I want to grab some oil to thin down my paints a bit. I don't actually use this for cleaning the brushes because while I'm painting, I just wipe them on paper towel. And then if I want to actually clean them between painting sessions, I use this Master soap in this nasty cup. It's disgusting, I know, but this is what I use. And then at the very end, I can use this, and then after go use my Gamsol, but I feel like I don't even need the Gamsol. But Gamsol is normally like once the painting's done. But yeah, since I'm not actually cleaning my brushes in this, I can, one, take that plastic thing out, but also I could probably just use a smaller container. Although I do like how this is glass, because it's like heavy, less likely to be knocked over. And it's deep enough that the cats can't get into it. So maybe I should keep using this, but just put less oil and remove the plastic thing. Not that I think they would drink the oil, but like, better safe than sorry. Got my second cup of coffee because I'm trying desperately to get some energy here. Yeah, oh yeah, this can go here, and then we'll pull this forward. So looking at this, I can see one area I know I want to tackle right away, which is the greenery here. It's just too much of a straight line here. This whole chunk is too triangular. So I'm going to bring in some of the leaves to be lower. I'll go in and add highlights to her eyes, just so they look a little less creepy. And then go in and do a bit more with the hair. The brown I was using was so chunky, it was just like I don't know, I was not a huge fan. Like this whole texture here is just not very good. There are flowers in the hair and those are gonna need a couple layers minimum, so I really need to finish off the hair so I can move on to those flowers. My slot of doom just arrived in the mail. So this is the sizing device I use to see if my oversized letters fit through this slot at the top. Just so I can double check my packages. So yeah, it's made out of acrylic, very, very nice. It's from a shop called Crossroad Custom Laser. They're based in Saskatchewan. Very, very nice. Look at this thing. Look at it. I saw some wooden ones, but this one just looks so beautiful. So got the acrylic one. They have a similar thing to this at Canada Post. It's a little bit bigger overall, but that's the slot they put it through. Whenever I talk about that in vlogs, it's this. They have one of these at Canada Post, and now I have one too. Let's begin. I finally got the camera set up. All this stuff was downstairs, and I had to like disconnect it and then set it all up with this computer all over again. And yeah, but it's back up here now. Woohoo! Let's begin. I can't even remember exactly which colors I used to mix. I mean, I don't need the exact same ones, but I think I might have started with this emerald green. I don't have a yellowish green in the Gamblin paints, but I do with my Duo Aquas, so maybe I should use this. I'm sorry about my nails. They're so disgusting right now. I probably won't get around to painting them till the weekend. Maybe I did use this. I don't know. I'll probably use a touch of that and mix some brown in it. Bit of burnt sienna. And then I'll just have a bit of yellow too, because I might want to mix some of that in. Well, I'll just set it. I'll just, you know, it can stay over here. If I need the yellow, I'll grab it. Just start with a little bit here. And a touch of brown. Oh my god, I'm in denial that I'm painting. Feels good, man. I've been itching to get back to this painting. God, I need to clean around these. There's paint crusty all around the seal. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go wash my hands after this. Why'd I grab such a teeny useless piece of paper towel? Look at this. What's wrong with me? But yes, here's what we're starting with. Might need a bit of white too, but we'll see. I'll start with this little thin one just to make the strokes. And then I can go in with a fluffier brush, a dry brush, to blend it out. So, okay. It's like the one time I can just set this directly on the painting because it's all dry. In my original sketch, this pretty much went all the way touching her head, and there was even a piece that came out this way and then more down here. So I'm wondering how true I want to stick to that. Let's at least get this big chunk down here. There, that'll stop rattling forward and backwards. Now, we don't want this to be too perfect, you know, gotta add some extra leaves sticking out in weird ways. This top bar is kind of in my way, but it keeps the painting steady. And a little more on this side, I think, too, just to break up this triangular shape I've got going on. Okay, I do want to lift this back up for a second. So let's go in with this one, perhaps. Feather it out a little bit, like it's not quite in focus. Now they do look a little bit flat, so I'm gonna have to go in and add some dimension too, just so they're not just one solid color flat. And maybe have some more of these more opaque leaves overlapping a bit more. Some areas might need a bit more work here, but what I want to do is go in with where I'm putting the flowers, and they also need to be somewhat blurry, so I'm gonna try to not spend too much time on them. I at least want to get them started. I'll probably need another layer on them, but let's just start them today. Because then I can see what leaves are left over and kind of go from there. Like, oh, do I want to highlight more leaves? Do I want to add some extra shadows somewhere? It'll be easier to tell that once we see more of the picture. Oh my god, did I hit? There's white on her eyelid. What am I doing? Careful, Bales. It's probably from my palm. Need a mall stick. So let's see, I have 4 on this side in my original digital sketch. There's kind of like big, small, big, and then sort of corner. I mean, I could leave out the corner one. We'll see. I'll mix in some burnt sienna into the cadmium red. I might want to go darker than this. Although I do want to start on the darker side and then add highlights for the petals because they're going to be sort of rose-like. I still have some green on my palette, so I think I might go down to the little bush and add some more green in there. I kind of regret the individual leaf look I did, even though I went and shaded each little leaf. I'm tempted to go for more of a stippled look. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the corner one, although I am going to bring this a little further out that way then. And then this side just has one, just kind of in the corner. Small-ish. So while the upper flowers are meant to be roses, wait, why would there be roses in a tree? You know what? It doesn't matter. It's a, no, you know, rose bushes can actually get really huge and would hang down. Yeah, okay, you know, it's fine. But yeah, while those are meant to be roses, the ones down below are meant to be peonies. Do peonies grow in a bush? I don't know. You know, who knows? I don't even know if this is a bush. Is it a bouquet? I still don't know. But it's a different flower type is what I'm trying to say. And I'm struggling. Well, I'm struggling to paint all these flowers. I need to do should have done some practice flowers in a sketchbook or something in paint. I've got some reference up, but it's just like painting it versus drawing it, just such a different beast. I'm not really sure what I'm doing. I think I'm gonna make the bird orange. At first I did him sort of a dark red with orange beak, but the flowers are a little darker than I originally was gonna do because I just thought this would look nice. So I might change up the bird too, just so he pops a little bit more. We can make him match the colors of her hair. I really don't know what's going on here. What is this? That just looks like... I don't know what it looks like. I just don't know. Not a peony. I'll tell you that. Okay. Don't know how I feel about these, especially now that I stand back. I mean, this one's not so bad. This one, what's going on there? I mean, I could leave that as my first pass and do a bit more on subsequent layers. I also just don't want the flowers to be too crisp because I don't want the focus to be on the flowers. Okay, I'm gonna go into the eye highlights now. I'm a little scared. I just feel like it needs something because like it looks kind of creepy. Okay, first of all, those are really misshapen. No. You know, let's put a pin in that for now. I'm not sure what I want with that. I do want to fix up this necklace a bit. I feel like the green is just way too blue. Just make it match the other greens in this. Although I will have to repaint in that lady in the middle. So yes, let's go back to the hair now. How many times have I covered her hair in flat color? Like, it's been way too many times. But it's finally, finally getting the consistency of paint I want on this. It was the Gamblin burnt sienna that was causing me issues. I don't think I even watered it down with the oil much, if at all. But this Duo Aqua burnt sienna has been much better. The texture difference here is like night and day. And I'm mixing in just a touch of alizarin crimson to warm it up a bit. Yeah, the flowers and the hair I think I'll leave till Friday. I can do kind of like I did with these ones where I laid that base coat down but then did more on them. Like go as far as I can really. And these ones I still feel like are maybe too crisp. Just dab them a little bit. I don't want them grabbing too much attention. And now I could move on to her shirt. Okay, here is how it's looking after today's work. I think the hair is looking so much better, even though it's technically not really progress. I was just covering it up yet again, but it looks so, it's like creamy looking instead of all streaky. I love it. There's a little crummy here. Oh, now that's probably older. Okay, oops. This area down here doesn't really match the rest currently, but I will be doing more, right? Especially since there's gonna be a bunch of flowers in her hair. And so some of them might end up looking similar to that or similar to these ones. And there's gonna be sort of super pale pink ones that are nearly white, medium pink, the dark burgundy color. There's gonna be some green leaves in there. I think it's gonna really tie it all together, but yeah. And then of course, there are the flowers on her sleeves, which I already mentioned. And then there's even some white beading on the bodice right here, just the upper part. So there's going to be a lot more of this sort of stippling look that this area has. So it should tie in a little better later. But it's another step done, one step closer to completion. And if you want to see me work on this some more, I will be streaming it on Friday at twitch.tv/BayleeJ. But yeah, the stream starts at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and I do the creative stuff for 4 hours before I switch to video games. So what? Can you stop? So yeah, 10 to 2, I'll be working on this, and then after that, Bloodborne and or Fall Guys, maybe both. That's what the and was for, Baylee. But yes, my brushes are all clean. I'm just gonna shove this paper towel into my jar. Let's move this so that it can't be stepped on by the babies. Before the warehouse tidying, I think I'm gonna make some supper because it is 6 o'clock. then warehouse tidy, then edit. I would at least like to get about half the editing done. I could do some more in the morning, you know, at least get a good chunk of it done tonight. Okay, change of plans. I'm gonna tidy the warehouse before I cook because Christian just went upstairs to wash dishes. It's gonna be loud. I'm actually closing the door because he's playing music. When I was vacuuming earlier, I did not vacuum in this room, obviously, and directly outside of it because there's pink crinkle paper everywhere. Everywhere. So, yeah, I need to sweep that up. It's not something that can be vacuumed. Got that there still. I mean, really, there's not like a lot to do. It's just get stuff off the floor, I guess. Are you helping me fold boxes? Oh, thank you. The shop's technically still open, so there might be more crinkle paper usage required, or for like missing orders, or if, you know, something gets damaged. I will have to package more, so I guess I don't need to get every speck of crinkle paper out of here. The last bit of crinkle paper in this box can go into my crinkle paper bin, and then I can flatten this. Ma'am, I have to throw this away. Okay, you can play with it for a little bit. So many bins that were once full are now falling apart. Empty. Including this one. This one. I can actually take some of the stuff that's in the bins right now and put them into the smaller containers. Like, there aren't that many in a box here. Well, when its corresponding bin is completely empty. Also got some A-grade Baroque brews. Add that to this. And behind here is the cardboard stash. So gotta transfer all of that into the yellow bag. And cleaned up reveal. Whoa. Whoa. So much better. These pink bins have stuff that was originally upstairs that got brought down here with the intent of putting it away. But I just instead threw the bins in here. Most of the stuff in the bins does not go in this room, so I will have to get to that eventually. This box I pretty much just use as a table. I do have an actual table coming. Man, my sock, what happened to it? It's all the fluff from in here. Like, these boxes shed so bad. Just little flakes of cardboard everywhere. But anyway, yeah. That was the box for the tape dispenser. It's basically just used as a table. I had it sitting behind me. Like, the chair was rolled forward and the box was right here, and I'd set packages on it. I prefer setting packages here, but this was covered in prints, so until I could move the prints over there, I had to make do with this. I don't know if I still need that box or not. The instructions did say to keep the box in case you need the machine serviced, and I'm just like, really? It just seems like a lot, man. Because there's the stuffing inside there too, like, you know, I don't know. And then these are the advent calendar boxes, which have actually come in real handy. They're the leftover ones, and I thought, what am I gonna do with these? But if I leave the side flaps pointing up, like I typically do with boxes when I use them to bring orders to Chit Chats, it's actually a great size. I thought it would be way too small because usually I bring bigger boxes, but it's actually wonderful because it's an actual manageable size. It's like almost too big for me to carry, but it's not. So it's kind of the perfect size, actually. And the boxes fit in there perfectly in terms of width. It's like it was meant for these boxes. It's so weird. And now that I'm using the smaller boxes, I can fit more in each of those. So really, it's great. I might even have to order more of that size. I don't know. I'll kind of see, because in the future, I'm going to order more big boxes just for transporting orders. I'll just have to see what's cheap, though. See if there's something kind of similar to that. Because some sizes are just cheaper for some reason. Maybe because it's a more common size. I don't know. But those actually have come in very handy. And I have quite a few left, so I'm kind of set for a while. So yeah, then here's this area here. This mat needs a wiping, and there's some sticky stuff on the floor I gotta wash off. Just where tape's stuck or like labels sometimes fall and stick onto stuff. But yeah, oh my god, it feels so weird. It feels so empty. Oh yeah, and I was using this flat thing, like fan folded labels. So I put a box here so that the labels would have something to sit on because the edge of the computer's right here. So this was my workaround. Yeah. Anywho, that's that. Even though Christian knew I was going to make supper, he is now making supper. He's going to make some chicken Alfredo. So I'm going to use this extra time to go get started on the vlog edit. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Yeah, I love these new boxes. You'll notice I have some brown ones too. That's just my usual boxes, but folded inside out, because I wanted the tape to match the boxes, but they just don't fold that nicely because they're creased to be folded the other way. And so it gets kind of annoying, and when I close it, I'm struggling to, like, there's a gap that's created where it closes